Uncle is running a 50% off deal. If you're interested in joining my Discord and using the discount, let's say you go to the tier 2 link. This is the tier 2 link. Have a coupon. You click to apply. You put in the coupon code Easter with Uncle. Okay, just like that. Capital E, capital W, capital U. Easter with Uncle. You click apply. That $50 becomes $25. Make sure you agree to the terms and condition, and your first month will be 50% off. Come join the family. Be part of the Sheep's Den. Uncle will be grateful to be able to serve you. Happy Easter to everybody. Guys, this is a weekly chart of the SPY. Not once, but twice, the market found a bottom around October. October 2022, we hit a low of 348, went to a high of 459.44 before we got a decent correction. This correction lasted like a few months, 3 months, before we found another bottom around October. And sheesh, this move to the upside was worse than last year. Look how steep it is. So ugly. But if we look at the macro levels, right? Weekly chart macro level. I have it from my fib level from January 3rd, 2022 high, all the way down to October 2022 lows. And of course, we get the fib levels. Okay, macro level fib levels to the upside. They project it to the upside, okay? The critical macro level fib level that bulls cleared was 511. That's the 1.236 fib level, okay? Macro level wise, bulls are in control above 511, all right? But let's zoom in a little to the smaller time frame, the daily chart, okay? Now with the daily chart, now we know the macro level 511. With the daily chart, we got to pay attention to other levels, because why? We're day traders or we're swing traders. So I have fib levels from March 8th high down to March 15th low. You guys notice, my last few videos, I talked about this. For 2024, every 2 to 3 red days we had just got bought up, and we were sent to new all-time highs. The bulls are in control. You guys see this pink uptrend line. It's sloping up, and now breakdown level is at 518-ish, which aligns with my fib level. All right. In my opinion, overall, bulls are in control above 518, and bulls will lose control of momentum if 518 is lost, and we could backtest that 511 level based on the weekly chart. All right, let's go in a little closer. What was the last level, the last critical fib level that was cleared? The last critical fib level that was cleared was 522, as well as 520.6. All right. If we're going to get a pullback, those are the levels that must break down. 522 and 520.6 to trigger a drop all the way down to 518-ish. And like I said, below 518, bears take control. All right. Trading does not have to be like complicated. It's hard, but it doesn't have to be complicated, guys. If we break down 522 and 520.6, look to short with 518 in play. Below 518 is bearish. Now, if 522 holds and defends as support, that's a sign that, hey, the market makers accept that level as the new buy zone, which is bullish. The breakout holds. Okay? If we can finally clear 523.2, we did try to clear it last Thursday, but didn't quite held it end of day. We smashed that 1.618 fib extension level, which is around 524.4, but we got selling pressure there. So to be bullish, and if bulls want a new all-time high, we got to clear 523.2, 524.4 to hit 526. And I do have a macro level fib level around 530.3-ish. Okay, guys? Are we on the same page here? Just look to react. All right. Here's QQQ. Still consolidating as of right now. If it wants a deeper consolidation, once again, It needs to break down 443 and 441. Now, you see this blue trend line that's kept triple Q in an uptrend pretty much all year. A third test of it would be around 438.5 to the 439 zone. That's a fib level, 439. So bears will take control if they can break that down, okay? I trust no bounce unless we recapture some lost levels, all right? So 445, 446.5, both must clear. Now we got this green trend line showing us that triple Q is still in consolidation mode. So if it breaks out above 444.5 and 446.5, that's breakout mode for triple Q. That could possibly send us to new all-time high, 448. Finally, maybe we'll hit 450, maybe even 453-ish. All right. NVDA, I cleaned up the chart a little bit. I still have fib levels from March 8th's high down to March 11th low, which is these blue lines here. And I got this triangle pattern or wedge, whatever you want to call it. So the triangle just tells us that, hey, NVDA is overall in consolidation mode. The good news is for traders is this is a very volatile stock. So even if it's in consolidation mode, you still should get some beautiful moves. If you're willing to deal with the volatility and the very pricey contracts, hey, no risk, no rewards. Anyways, so you guys can see we had some buying pressure off this blue line, this fib level, around 892-ish. All right. We had two bounces, so there's clearly buying pressure there. But for me to trust the buying pressure, what do I always say? Gotta recapture some lost levels. False breakdown setup usually puts in bottoms. Now you guys can see we lost this 907.8 level. That's a fib level. So if that level recaptures, look to long. That's a free trade idea. Look to long. All right. And that would play level to level. If 907.8 clears, 910, 913 would be in play. Above 913, we put 915, 919, and 923.4 in play. All right. Above 923.4, I think a bottom would be, well, some type of bottom would be in. And we could likely go test the top of the triangle pattern. All right. I'll get bearish if we break down 900 and 892. And I would favor a drop all the way back to the 870s and 860s. That would be a nice drop to the downside. All right. Tesla, overall, still looking bearish. To me, I have fib levels from Halloween of 2023 low, October 31st, all the way up to December 28th's high. We try to recapture that 177 level. That's the 1.236 fib level. Around 177. Try to recapture, but couldn't quite hold it at the end of the week. So below 177, guys, stay bears. Look at the RSI. It's not overbought, but it's far from oversold. And we trying to put in a lower low here for Tesla. So stay bearish below 177. Okay, look for shorting opportunities. But if we get back above 177, that's bullish. Clearing 188, clearing 180, and 182 and 184 would be good bullish follow through. Okay, above 177, bulls have a shot. Clearing 180, 182, 184 would be good follow through. All right, look to long if that happens. Below 177, stay bearish. Now IWM here got a big body green candle followed by this candle with a nice looking wick. There was some selling pressure. It's a higher close, but there was some profit taken. So, yeah, supports at 209.5. If that level breaks down, 207.5, 206, and right around 205 as well. 203 would all be in play. Below 203 is a fib level. That would definitely be bearish, okay? But I would look to short below 209.5. Resistance still at 211. Must clear to put 213 in play. Above 213, I got 215 and 217. Apple, inside daily candle, right? Mother candle's low is at 170. I've been saying it all week, but now there's more context. All right? Breakdown of 170 should put us lower down to 167.4-ish or lower. Look to short below 170. between 170 to 173.5 is a chop. I got resistance at 172 and 173.5, but I would be a lot more bullish above 173.5 with the high targets in play. 175, 176.5, 179, 181 plus. Okay. AMD. Yeah, it's still overall chop. It's still trying to figure out what it wants to do, but it's out of the oversold territory. If it wants to continue, got to stay above 180. Got to clear 183 and 185 to trigger longs. Could possibly put us back above the 190s. For me to turn back bearish, it's going to have to break down 177.5 and 176. Okay, if those levels break down, look to short to the downside. 173.3, 170.6, and 167.2-ish would be in play. Amazon, woof. I got a fib level at 179, and then at 182 is the next resistant level. You know, it's gonna have to clear 182 if it wants to push us higher up to 185 and 186.8, which is the next fib level. But if we break down 179, that could be a false breakout setup. Now, I got this orange trend line here. Breakdown levels around 175.8-ish. Bears take control if 175.8 breaks down, with 171.4 or lower in play. Possibly all the way down to 166s. All right, guys, we got the levels, the setups. Let's keep it simple. Netflix, it looked like some profit taken. If it wants to continue, it needs to stay below 608. Below 608, stay bearish on Netflix. Break down. If we break down some more, this orange trend line is actually around 607.6s. But I'd stay bearish below 608. Follow through, break down 606. That would put 601 in play. Below 601, that's the next fib level. Below that would be very bearish, putting 595-ish or lower in play. I would only trust the bounce if 608 recaptures and 613 clears. Okay, if those two level recaptures and clears, I'll trust the bounce and try to look to long. Microsoft is consolidating a bit. There is some buying pressure around 419. For me to trust the bounce at 419, 421 must clear. 422.5 must clear to put 424 or higher in play. If 419 fails, 417.5 is in play based on my white trend line. And if that fails, bearish with 415.7, 414, and 411.8 all back in play. Google consolidating just below my 1.5 fib extension level, trying to bounce and stay above my 1.382 fib level at 150.3. If it clears 152.8, which is my 1.5 fib level, 152.8, we can round to 153. Bullish with 155 or higher in play. If we break down 150.3, look to short with 147.3 or lower in play. Meta looks like some profit taken to me. As long as it stay below 486, stay bearish. 481 and 479 would be in play. Maybe even lower. If it recaptures 486, I'll trust the bounce more if we clear 488 and 490 as well. Put in 494, 496, 498.5-ish, and 500 all back in play. Look to react, guys. Didn't get much love for the Donald Trump stock, so I'm going to check out CrowdStrike, CRWD. You guys like it? Well, the levels I got for this stock is stay bearish below 324.5. Okay, close around 320.5. I'm overall bearish below 324.5, which also means if we recapture 324.5, I would switch back to bullish because we're looking to react with 327, 330, 333 all back in play. But it's got to recapture 324.5. Otherwise, as long as below it, bearish. Next support is at 319.5 with 318. 316 and 313.6 all in play. Below 313.6 should trigger a nice sell-off down to 306, maybe back down to below 300. Okay, guys, look to react. I got some new levels for Bitcoin here. 71K.39, 71,039. Okay, if that level clears, because it look like it's basing just below it. If it can clear, like we need to close above. Got like 11.5 hours left. That will be bullish, putting 73.8K and 76.9K all in play, all right? For me to be bearish on Bitcoin, it has to break down 68.8K and 67.3K. If those levels fail, correction continues. This is a lower high, and we could go down to a lower low. All right, guys, look to react. Price action is the shepherd. Now, here's the dark pool levels. I checked it from March 25th to March 29th, just for the whole week. 36% of activity came at 522.90, which is at 6.1 billion in premium, and then it was 522.80, 94.3 billion, 1 cent difference. 523.49, 3.6 bill. 523.48, 523.46, 523.47, all above 1 billion. So you guys see the dark pool zones. All right, use those levels as support and resistance levels as well. That's what I do. So we're gonna have to look at historical flows here. Let's look at March 25th to the 29th. Look for SPY. What was SPY? SPY was for the week. Let me filter for 100K premiums or above. Okay, so for the week, SPY was bullish. Triple Q for the week, Triple Q was bearish. IWM was bearish. NVDA was bullish. Tesla was bullish. Apple was bullish. AMD was bullish. Amazon was bullish. Netflix was bearish. Microsoft was bullish. Google was bullish. Meta was bullish. CRWD. Hey, if I get like 100 likes, I'll cover CRWD more often. But it was bullish. Now for Bitcoin, it's a crypto, so we have to look at the stocks. Like Beto was bullish. Mero was bullish. And Coin was bullish. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I still got that 50% off your first month. 50% off deal, guys. If you want to join my Discord, 50% off. Use the code. Happy Easter. Hallelujah. Peace.